So I just met you today, so I don't know much about you. All I know is that you had a career and education in
Mhm,
IT, and then you made a switch to something different. And I
mhm,
also know that you come from a very privileged background.
mhm.
So just tell me about your journey, about what made you, jump this ship and take this leap of faith. Like, tell us a little bit what happened.
Okay. So I did my engineering from RV College of Engineering. And after that, we got placed automatically. We get a lot of placements from the college, coming from a very good college that it is.
Mm,
So I got placed in Cognizant, and after working for almost a year or something,
mm,
I started asking some questions which I have never asked before,
mm,
mainly because things were not working
mm,
very well for
mm.
me, and things were always fall into place till then.
Like
Like
not working in the sense like in the job in your
in the job,
company.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was not doing great,
Mm,
like, and I was, and I figured it's not that even if I don't know the work, it's not like we can't learn it, right? We obviously can learn it,
yeah.
and I figured that I don't have the passion to learn it.
Yeah.
I don't have that interest
Yeah.
to, go for it and do a little more research and see how I can get better. That was missing. So, and I figured it's not that it's completely missing in my life in all areas. There were other areas, like I was a theater artist. No, actually, I became a theater artist after this,
Yeah.
after getting into IT, and I figured I'm very interested there, and spirituality. I'm very interested in how humans interact and how human behavior is, and all of these things are something that I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
So it took me quite some time to ask these questions and figure out. But obviously, leaving the job was definitely not easy. I got a lot of pressure from my parents, and they made it very clear that they're not going to support me, as
Yeah.
in even financially,
Yeah.
and I have to look out for myself. So I was okay with it. So that is the thing, that is the brave step that I did take, though it was really not easy. I was very tempted many times to go back and just
Get
take
it.
it, because it's you get a salary, proper
Yeah. You
salary.
get a security of the salary, right? I mean, that's a big thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as a artist or as a yoga instructor, I don't have that. But I felt like if you are passionate enough and if you are willing to work enough towards it, you will definitely find a way. There is
What was it that was like, it seems that you were almost torn mentally, like, you wanted to leave it. And
yeah.
what was it that made you like, what was that incident? You have any incident that made it, I'm sure there was something that made it trigger, like you were not doing great at your work. You were probably constantly like under stress because your mind was not there. But what was that one incident that made you jump the ship?
Actually, to be very frank, it was not like one incident. It was like many incidents. Like,
Okay.
and I was like also exploring this egoic outlook of the whole thing that is there associated with it. Like having a software job is said to be a very good thing for the outside world, like for the society.
Yeah.
So, and it is, and my parents were proud of it as well.
Yeah.
So they didn't wanted me to leave it just because they can say that their daughter is working in a software company.
Yeah.
And I, it didn't even matter to me. For me, it like, it doesn't matter at all, but for them it mattered so much. Then I realized I'm probably doing it for them. And even when I got the job, I actually told the interview person, believe it or not, that why they asked me, why do you want this job? I said, my father wanted me to do this job. I actually told this,
Yeah.
and I got the job.
That's quite
So
surprising, right? Like
yeah, it
person
is
thought that,
very,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I actually, yeah, came to this point where, like, why am I doing what am I doing, for whom am I doing this? I
Yeah.
mean, is that really what matters? And then I figured, if I'm really happy, gonna be really happy and content within myself, don't want I spread that happiness around, and probably my parents will, maybe they're not okay right now, but later my it will be infectious and they will probably be okay with it.
Yeah.
That's the faith I had, though I was not really sure. And
Yeah.
it was and it's not really easy also. I felt like maybe I keep asking myself, right, that what made me take this audacious move. Maybe it's because I'm privileged also, and like I don't have this nagging feeling that I'll be destitute in some time,
Yeah.
like in my old age, or that I have
You
to
have a
like
security blanket, right? You have a security
yeah.
blanket. Yeah.
Like probably if things worst to worst, some my parents will be there,
Yeah.
they'll figure it out. They'll give me some property or some money, and that is always like that, though I know that I wouldn't ask,
Yeah.
and my parents made it clear that they wouldn't give. So like I know that it's there. So yeah, probably I took that faith into consideration and took this step. But although they have not supported me, very
Mm.
frankly, they didn't. They made sure they didn't give me a penny, and I made sure I worked and supported myself throughout, even now.
Yeah.
And even like right now also, I'm pursuing my higher studies. I'm doing masters in anthropology and in yoga.
Mm.
So both of them I'm doing it myself, like I'm not asking anybody else. So so yeah, that's how it's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is really fascinating because I think basically what you're saying is you worked in this high paying job just to satisfy everybody else rather than
Yes,
yourself, right?
yes,
That's what you're
yes,
saying.
that's what made me realize, like I have to figure out what I want to do. Like is this spiritually, am I really concerned? Is that really that drives me? Yes. So that's why yoga is like always, like yoga is always something that I was always attracted to. It's not that I plan to take up yoga and I was like, okay, let me be a teacher. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But even when I did a TTC, like teacher training program, I was not sure, like because it's a vast subject, and you need a lot of authority or something to start teaching. Teaching is not a very easy thing. So I did take quite some time, like 2 years or 3 years, and I was part-time acting till then and everything. And then I started teaching when I figured that yes, I have to really do this. And yeah.
Yeah, no, Sapna, I mean, no, Rachna, sorry, I call you Sapna. You actually, what you're saying is so true to so many people, including me. You really have to find the passion, right, to be happy.
I know.
And I can see this in your face. You've got this glow about you, and I'm so glad you found your passion. It took a little bit of struggle, but thank you
Yes.
so much for sharing your story and, you know, telling everybody that it's okay to not be financially well off, but find your passion. And it's not easy to do that. You
Yes,
were lucky you found it
because
pretty easily.
yes, because even today, like today morning, I every day morning I get up and I actually read this. Like this is the Yoga Rahasya of Nathu Muni.
Uh,
Okay, and I want to read this
mm,
every day. I
mm,
want to get up and I want to read this, and nobody's obliging and like nobody's forcing me to do it.
yeah.
I want to read this, right? It's written by Krishnamacharya. If you
But
want,
how, let me ask you, how did you even discover that yoga was your passion?
so it just so I just knew I'm interested in it. That
Mm,
is all. I didn't know that this is what I want to pursue in. I didn't know, but I saw there is an earning opportunity also. And but I was always spiritually slightly inclined.
mm,
So and I was good in yoga. I have a very flexible body, so I felt like, yeah, probably I can do this,
yeah.
and when I started into it, I figured like, yes, it gets more interesting and more interesting and more interesting day by day. There are many aspects to it, and I want to learn all of that.
Yeah.
Probably if I was still in IT, I don't know if I would get up, read some programming language at the morning 5 o'clock. I don't know if I would be doing that, or driven to do that. I don't know.
Yeah. No, no, true that, because what you're saying, right? Everybody wants to find that passion. And I think you come from a privileged background. Besides that, you have found it. And that's the, I would say it's a very nice thing to find that.
Yes, I would say that not that I've received any support for it in any way. Nobody have actually supported me. So it's been very confusing. I'm not exaggerating about it. It's been extremely confusing. When nobody supports you, you would start to question it a lot more and see like maybe I'm wrong. Like, am I really correct? You start a lot of self inquiry. But very thankfully, I have received help when I've needed the most. So, and I would say in that way also I'm very privileged. I have seen that not everybody just like that receive help then when they want to, when they need it, and I'm probably just very blessed to receive guidance and say that, you know what, you're okay. If you're feeling right about this, trust your instincts. And go for it. Yeah, I
Great.
have actually
Go ahead.
I've actually gone to many astrologers as well. When you feel hopeless in life, you go to astrologers and ask them.
You have a science background, and person who studied science is still believing in astrology and everything.
I don't. But you get to a space where you feel utterly hopeless in life, and you don't know if what you're doing is fine, or because we are not really empowered to take decisions in our life. As in Indian society, for especially for a girl child, they're not empowered. So when you're doing something like this, you get a lot of doubt. So yeah, I've gone through that.
Self-doubt. I don't think there's any way to get around it, right? That's everybody's questioning it. Everybody's think like, am I doing the right thing, right? All the time.
I know.